first with Outkast and HealsGood.
Yeah, so you mentioned it earlier after HealsGood, after HealsGood's last set. Does have to fight another Kragg here. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Gonna have to run the Kragg gauntlet in losers as well. Did get the death blow dealt by Ben L in winner's side, and Outkast is going to try to continue the Kragg supremacy from loser's side. Right now, though, we already saw how good HealsGood is at catching a lot of these tethers on a bigger body like Kragg. Sometimes it is easy for Kragg to get in past your tipper range, but I mean, a quick backdash or a quick back, like lean back in the air, like that kind of stuff is really, really good for HealsGood right now, finding these options and potentially an edge guard.
Oh yeah, whoa, the movement, the edge cancel there on down air was clean as the mix was. That was nice. That was nice.
Fastball in the up air, chef's kiss on that one, baby. That perfect spacing on the tipper. We'd love to see it.
Oh, it's just starting to get cooking with it. Always the thing you got to look out for with Clairen down air. The fact that it hits through platforms is a massive boon. And honestly, you're hitting Kragg through most platforms anyway. Guy's huge. Oh, no pillar.
Wow, no stock. No pillar, no nothing. And I think wall jump, but that was just about it. And all of a sudden, HealsGood up 3-1 in game number 1, looking really, really nice. A lot of stuff here for the shield break. Yeah, got too greedy with the shield, you know, and I think this is something that the developers want to see. I feel like they want to see a little bit less shielding, and they want to see, you know, more punishes on shield now. So that's pretty apt, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, you said it there, Nerf. Not only reducing shield health, but also recharge time for shields. It's like, no more. Like, we wanted shields as a defensive option, but the pinnacle of Rivals gameplay is about mobility. So use your mobility defensively and offensively. Get out of shielding.
That's true. You know, with wave dashes this good, you gotta be able to use them, and you gotta mix them up effectively. So now, quick grab and waiting for the right option. Great tipper on the down tilt. Gotta punish this pillar drop though. Fortunately, Kragg just gonna be able to get back, and gotta watch out here because that is already a lot more shield pressure than we're used to seeing.
Oh, sniper through the of the rock in midair, trying to come down with these down airs. Oh, just lands with jab that time. Heals hunting for that final stock taking interaction. He's starting to get shipped out a little bit. Excuse me.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we got that. Nice counter on the rock throw. Perfect timing off the jump from ledge. And look at that. 2 stock. It was a high percent, but I would say comfortable enough. And HealsGood locks it down in that last stock. Kragg, I mean, he has a lot of great tools, but I think like once you have that bubble set up, once you have the counter activated, things look pretty nice.
Yeah, Kragg zone of control can get really, really wide really quickly. So it's nice to see that Heals is playing with a lot more push. Like there's no waiting around, no trying to let, especially a player like Outkast, who's been shown to have every setup and the kitchen sink known to man ready and at his disposal. Like, do not get complacent. Always try to make sure that he is on his back foot.
That's true. And here on Rock Wall, I definitely think that, like, we saw how devastating this was for HealsGood on that last set. However, this one is starting off a lot differently, and we are looking really good here, even on arguably Kragg's best stage. But we are not going to be able to find the verticality necessary to get our up special back to the ledge. So that is unfortunately going to be a kind of a freebie one given to Outkast here.
Trying to take it right back, though. The backer to get back on stage, and then the weight with that down strong.
Beautiful.
Blowing him up.
This is the kind of the danger of this stage sometimes. It's a really, really big stage, so it's great for Kragg to go for their ranged options like the down strong, the rock throw. We have to see some punishes on this kind of stuff because it's like we saw a little bit of the counter. We need to see some parries on this kind of stuff too. I feel like all of those are ways to kind of nip that in the bud. Tell Kragg he cannot get away with throwing out this stuff willy-nilly.
Ow, the edge steal was crazy. Yeah. The Ledgehog that swiftly, upon recognizing that the The up special drift in was kind of a feint. Like, nice stuff there from Outkast, cementing this stock lead. Now you've literally got Clairen trapped between a rock and a hard place, but not much longer.
Yeah, and we're seeing like Kragg F tilt outrange Clairen down tilt, which is like wild, but it works.
Big dude. Oh god,
he's a big guy. Okay,
so
instantly
long.
deleted.
We're going to the next game.
We gotta go somewhere else than Rockwall, man. I'm serious. Like seeing like the down strong into rock throw, like the spikes into the rock is just like the alternating of those two options. Plus the shrapnel from the rock, any kind of fair or something hit on the rock will be good angle for those shrapnel. It's really tough. Like I feel like we just need to get around the obstacle course a little bit better if we're HealsGood. I think we were having the same problem in the last set against Ben L.
100%. At least, you know, benefit to Heals and to all players that played in this. Oh no, okay, the wall jump is there. Benefit to all players in this bracket. Full DSR is in effect as per the nature of Rivals tournaments. A lot of stages means for DSR is really applicable. And Rockwall is now banned for selection on the side of Outkast for the remainder of the set.
Yep, well, we take that. That's going to be really nice. You get your one, and then that's about it. Now we are beating back the rock and avoiding the spikes. So far, HealsGood has learned the lessons of the last game. Just got to take it to the bank. 137 and low percent on us. This is looking like a significantly better game. But even then, the pillar stuff is always a threat, and you got to be ready. This time we find something with a reactive nair. That's okay.
One and a forward strong there. Was anticipating maybe a plat drop.
Oh my god!
Okay, we're gonna get it that time. Strongest forward strong in the game, and it's such a nice cash out for whenever Kragg is able to find something like a missed tech.
Yeah. Fortunately, back air to forward air. Now we get these low percent combos as well for Kragg. Already a couple good advantage states that are pretty good. No sweet spot on that up strong. Wow. The fact that that doesn't do anything is just so silly to me.
Invulnerable. You're slowed down.
It's like, oh yeah, I took the hit. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
All according to plan. But yeah, going off and like beating the pillar as well. Like, and you get out of here too.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Fast. The hit fall nair as an extender on the platform, trying to catch maybe a Outkast DIing in early. A Queen 27. You know,
that's free damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a free setup. Don't let it be you. Okay, okay. Gets caught by the rock and not really much else, so that's okay. Great pummel break.
The pillar, though, blocked the attempted cross up there from Heals. So rough. 144 and Outkast just holding steady. Looked for a huge down strong. Can't commit too hard or else Heals is going to go crazy. Finds a big back air and looking for downer after and just... Okay, both players survived that offstage interaction, but Heals has found so much wind in his sails after one whiffed strong attack from Outkast. Just the window was found and Heals cashed out, completely taking the full stock.
Wow, the fact that nobody died from that interaction was crazy, but now we finally get it with the up air. That's enough. There we go, more rock pressure, and we're going to last stock here, Uval. This has already been an incredibly like high intensity set, at least in this game especially. We have to see how this ends, because one interaction could lead to a lot, but they both have been trading advantage states, so it's like, you know, we see a very consistent back and forth between these two. Just gotta wait for one of these things to shift.
Yeah, it's... Okay, we're resetting, but nice DI to the center platform. Wanted hard DI out. Oh, we're gonna maybe get it this time. Another downer, but the pillar's still there. Oh, the ledge special as a means to cover Heals. It just turned it on. You were saying, like, the advantage state from both sides has been crazy, and that's been true, but Heals took things up from... I'm playing advantage state to I'm playing a one-player game.
Yeah, that is insane. That
what
was
a turnaround.
So many tippers, like obviously like the hit fall fair one earlier into that edge guard, the doubled spike, even though the pillar was there, like HealsGood is starting to like really play creatively, and I think that's when Clairen like looks good and feels good. When you have the ability to just go for a bunch of stuff and just follow up, like you just wait for the DI and you follow up and you find your answers.
Oh, now we get to mix in the special pummels too. Things are looking up for whenever HealsGood gets a hit, and the on-hit game for him has been insane. But the counter to that, it may be for Outkast to play even more defensively, like cut down on some of the more reckless abandon type of options like so, and turn this into a much more turtle style game where your defense is able to win the day, and Heels is just unable to find any sort of on-hit games, any sort of hits for his on-hit game to matter.
Yeah, but even then, like, you should see, like, the hesitation, like the rock throw. I'm going to keep rocking my hand and not really, like, give a hint as to where it's going to go. A couple of times, though, HealsGood just gets around it and finds, like, the cross-up, finds, like, a fake out and tries to do some. Oh, okay, wait, we actually have the parry on the rock throw. There we go.
Yeah, parry or counter, both works. Surprised that Outkast was able to get away with as many rock tosses as he did, powering straight through the up air. Trying to anticipate any sort of outer shield options, but the down strong connects. No tipper means you are surviving at 169 here, and the challenge forward air was slick there from Outkast.
Okay, still looking for an expedited recovery. Great patience here, but at the same time, like looking for these down airs, looking for anything here. HealsGood kind of fishing a little bit and might come back to bite him a little bit if he's not careful here. He does shield up that rock throw this time instead of parrying, but you get one tipper, and that is actually going to do it. So 150, you just got to stay alive here, and that's not going to be so easy, is it?
Always is difficult when it comes to Kragg and that forward air. It's just such a solid move to throw out when you need someone gone. Like, it's safe, it's big, it's strong, and it can combo into itself.
Yeah, that's the banhammer move right there.
Oh,
that's like instantly gone. Still looking for a falling back air, a rising forward air as well. Obviously, Outkast has been good at catching some of these unruly approaches. I would say, like Clairen sometimes getting a little bit too crazy, too greedy, too in your feels a little bit too much. You gotta. Sometimes you gotta back off. Sometimes you actually gotta let Kragg kind of make a move first.
Yeah, just a couple different schools of thought that can come in when playing against Kragg. You either smother him or you let him make all the mistakes. It's best to rotate between the two when you can, but the reversals and scrambles being played from Outkast is so good. But again, whenever Heels gets a hit, it is brutal.
That side hit tipper of the the short hop fast fall up air was that got me feeling some type of way. I'm like, wow, that's nutty.
It's character's so clean. And then you saw like moonwalk into neutral B from off after going off stage with it too. Just like different creative edge guards, and you always have the classic Kragg counterplay. Whenever he spawns pillar, he's out of frame. He's frame negative. You can just go down there and hit him.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of choices being made here. I mean, obviously, HealsGood able to go out with some control. No tipper on the fair too, so unfortunate. Has to go back to the drawing board. And this time we get the nice tipper of the up strong. That's just enough and catches the anti-air. We've seen, I think, a little bit too much greed there when you try to land on Clairen like that from Outkast.
Yeah, normally you just take an up tilt, but that was a hard call out that time, and reasonably so. Wanted that forward throw from Kragg at 191. It could even take the stock, but playing around it excellently as part of Heels, trying to seal out this game and get to the next phase of bracket, put themselves in top 4, but not if Outkast has anything to say about it. 50% is nothing compared to how much damage he's been taking to close out stocks.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, double back air, forward air on shield. This time not going to slide. Tries to get the upswing of the forward strong, and that's almost some good pressure, but I feel like Outkast is not fearing that just yet.
Big down air.
Maybe you should fear this.
Yeah, this is getting crazy, but the hard DI out is going to avoid these down airs, though. No matter how many times Heels wants them, they're not going to be found. Oh, back air, forward air misses, and instead you get hit by the down air forward strong. No tipper means that Kragg survives it yet again. Another forward strong, yet the backboard is there.
And I feel like now we got to go for something else. You got to wait. Oh, the pillar's down there now, so it's all good. And no double downer. We actually go for the land on ledge forward strong. Still, obviously, I don't think Outkast is foolish enough to get close enough to that one. Always a threat, but no tipper on the dash attack either, which means now we have to wait for the down air opportunity again. Yes?
Outkast is trying to play to his outs here, play as slow and careful as possible. 95% isn't that bad when it comes to trying to make this comeback, especially with back air into forward air. Found the hit fall, took out the jump, but Heels makes it back to ledge. Outkast still holding on here, but is put in disadvantage yet again. We are aggressive coming in from off stage with that forward air, reaching almost 200. Oh, the grab into the back throw and the pillar, and that's gonna do it.
Jeez, at 198, we still find it, baby. No problem at all. On that pillar, the back throw has been so important for Kraggs all throughout this bracket tonight.
Honestly, it's been just absolutely surprising how many times Kragg has gotten away with just pull pillar, hold up shield, and survive, and just find a quick little back throw. And it's not like pillar got any sort of changes. No, this is the same pillar that it's been since, well, it's mostly the same pillar it's been since the first, since the very first beta.
Yeah, not a lot of things, or some things changed, but that pretty much has been consistent. And now we're getting a lot of damage off of that roll. Side special coming in very clutch for you. Even then, like, all this shield pressure, I feel like HealsGood has been kind of conditioned to shield less and less across the set.
Yeah, it's been progressively getting more and more aggressive and more in the sense of, like, I need to make sure that Outkast can't do anything and constantly has to play in response to what I'm doing. It gives you a very, very hefty amount of control, and that type of control is really powerful in a long set, but it also can be difficult in order to play with that much control and then lose it all in the waning moments, which just seems like Outkast's specialty, just finding clean hits and big reversals right when he needs them.
Right. Oh, okay. Really going for that up strong. Like, I appreciate the idea, but I mean, it's just a roll call. It is a one or nothing option at this point, and if you give up the ghost on trying to edge guard Clairen, I feel like you're going to be having to take a lot more damage in return. Still, no tech on that means we have the full opportunity to find the punish here on the platform.
The amount of bravery that, I think you called it out earlier, Nerf. The amount of times Outkast is just like blatantly disrespecting Clairen's anti-airs has gone from surprising to hilarious. Like, he just doesn't care.
Honestly, sometimes it is working, but sometimes I feel like you definitely should care.
It's really, really working, which is the surprising part.
That's true. Other than that upstrong in the last game, like, has been kind of like given the green light to just kind of like run all over Clairen while in the air. Just be like, look, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna throw out something like the up tilts don't mean anything to me. You're gonna have to come up with something better than that.
Well, that could suffice for sure, especially with a couple down tilts there to stuff out. Timing on the down air was appropriate that time to avoid any reversals, and suddenly stock gone on the side of Outkast, who's again playing the responder and playing on the back foot, trying to instantly even things up, but that's where that grab was clean.
The grab over the ledge, like, held him over the chasm. Like, here you go. Oh man. Okay, so now we follow up yet again. The get up attack getting baited out, punished a little bit, but we still are letting these down strongs happen like completely. I feel like we gotta. I feel like that's the one thing that, like, someone's gotta beat this into Kragg players' heads. It's like, you can't just do that. You can't just do that.
But exactly because people think you can't just do that, it's the fact that they do it. The no mix up, mix up. Oh, hello.
Now that was sick. Off the rock.
Off the rock.
Off the rock into perfect space. Micro dash up strong. Beautiful stuff.
It's his own character. Rock's its own character. It's its own thing.
Wow, that's crazy.